In Fire Island, character goes a long way, and we like to think that beer without character, it's best left on the mainland. We started Fire Island Beer Company to make world-class beers that are inspired by the color, the character, and the relaxed experience of Fire Island. When you brew your own beer, when you make a batch of craft beer, a little bit of character goes into each batch.
Fire Island is a place that has a lot of character, so the beer from Fire Island obviously has to have a lot of character too.
Most people, when they hear New York, think of the city.
Fire Island, it's a place in New York that's nothing like that.
It's the other New York.
The other New York is a place where you have balance.
You got dogs chasing deer, you don't have cars, everybody's just got a smile on their face.
It's really the anti-city. It's a place where people go to relax. You know your priorities, but you also know that relaxing is a priority. And that's what the other New York is all about.
Our inspiration for Fire Island Lighthouse Ale was really the Shack.
We ran a concession stand at the beach called the Shack. The Shack was a place on Fire Island on the beach of Atlantique where boaters, surfers, beachgoers would go to enjoy a meal.
The vibe at the Shack was just really chilled, laid back, just a great spot to hang out for the summer. And look, we always wanted to make a beer that fit right in there.
Tom got the idea of wanting to serve beer, so he started to brew his own beer. Underneath the house that we rented, this was a home brew, and it really caught on.
In this beer, we actually have 4 different types of malts, 3 different types of hops, all of which add and complement one another in a way that really lends a unique taste and experience when you drink it.
Fire Island is known for being easygoing with a lot of character, so Lighthouse Ale has been crafted the exact same way. A soft carbonation and light caramel finish make Lighthouse Ale easy to drink, yet it has the toasty round body of a classic American ale to give it real substance. It is a beer for all seasons, all foods, and all friends.
Or as we like to say, the kind of beer you want to have a beer with.
We talked to a lot of different brewers, and really Old Saratoga Brewery was the one who was going to take the time to really listen to us and what we wanted in the beer, and really the flavors that we wanted to make sure stayed true.
I wanted to be sure that we weren't just giving our beer recipe to anyone, and Paul really understood what we were trying to do with Fire Island Lighthouse Ale. We worked really well together, and I've given him many samples of our beer, of the homebrew product. We had a lot of back and forth about the recipe, the color, the taste, the carbonation, different varieties of hops, different varieties of malts, and trying to strike a perfect balance of something that's feasible to produce on a larger level, but yet staying true to the original vision.
You can make the best brand and best tasting beer in the world and have a great brewer for you, but look, you have to get it out to people. We were really fortunate to get Manhattan Beer on our side.
I've seen a lot of beers come and go that didn't really have the branding. They maybe had the liquid, but they didn't have the branding behind them that Fire Island Beer Company does. And that 2-part strategy is just unbelievable. The advertising to the POS to the postage stamp on the bottle, it's just the total package. And then combine that with a really great liquid, we've got a really great craft beer to sell to New York and hopefully the rest of the country.
Back in the days of the Shack, I never would have imagined that we would be where we are today, ready to share Fire Island Lighthouse Ale with everybody.
It's a bit surreal what's going on today, to be honest. From our days of just pouring out of 5-gallon buckets to where we are today is really cool.
It is a really good time to be in craft beer. I think people are kind of sick and tired with the choice of 3 that they've been given for the past 20-some-odd years, and Americans they're looking inward.
I think we really got something here. I think Fire Island's a place that's relaxed, laid back. I think we put that into liquid form. We created a beer that's full of character, just like Fire Island, and we want to share that with the world.